Hello everyone, welcome with the quick and easy tech. We're going to talk about SQL Server Integration Services SSIS. So we're going to have a part 16, how to create multiple directory folders with the names of name, month, and year. So let's say I have this I have those folders here. I want to have April name, the name of the month. I want to have April, and then I want to have the number July 7. And then I'll have the day 15 and then 2020. That's the year. This is today date. That's today that I'm creating the video. And I have this name. How can I create this kind of folders with names on it? That's directory, multiple directory. Let's just delete them. I'm gonna show you how to create. So let's just go to SSIS, which is going to be a Visual Studio, and then we're going to create a new table. We're going to create a new package. You can just call this package, I'm going to call it create. So we're going to call this part 16 create directory. So how are we going to create directory? So first of all, we need to loop through all the files. We need to create the first file, the second file, third file, and then we need to have 12 files now. Each file contains 1 month. So we need to drag and drop for each loop container. We're going to loop through all the files, and then double click on for each loop container. Now we have to let's just cancel it. Let's just go so we need to save the month. Okay, so we need to create a table, a column that contains the January, February, March, the names of the year. We need to have some kind of file, we need to have some kind of variable to loop through all the names and then add the names next to the date. So first, let's just double click on the for each loop container and then go to collection, and then here where it says for each file enumerator, we're going to change it to for each item enumerator. We're going to loop through. This is going to help us to loop through all the files, create all the files. So now we need to create some kind of columns here. We need to have only one column. Click on columns, and then click add. We need to have only one column. The data type will be string. We OK. Click OK. Now under the column section, you need to create all the name of the, let's say, January, and then we're gonna have a February, we're gonna have March, April, June, July, this is going to be April, May, and then June, July, August, September, November, September, October, November, December. Okay, so we have, let's just maximize it, and then so we have 12 months now. February, you have a January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So we need to save this, the name of the files. We need to save this column name inside some kind of variable. So you're going to click on variable mappings tab, and then we have to create a new variable. We're going to call it a month's name. This is and the data type will be string. Click OK. So now we saved all the name of the year inside variable called month's name. So the for each loop container will loop through every single name that we just created. Now we know we are getting the name of the file from for each loop, but how we gonna create the directory, the file here? I mean the folder. How are we gonna create the folders here? So what are you gonna do? Back to SSIS, and then we're gonna drag and drop a file system task here. Double click on file system task, and then the operation, we don't need to copy the file, we need to create a directory here. We're going to create a directory, but we are missing the variable here. We need to have some kind of variable. Why? We need to have for the source file. So we need to copy the path first. We need to have all the files to come to this folder, which is going to be this path. Copy the path name here. We're going to create a new variable. Right click on the white pen and then click on variable. We're going to create a new folder variable. We're going to call it a folder path. That's for a folder path. Just call it a folder path. And then the data type will be string. You're going to paste the path here. So now, since we are going to we need to have a date, we need to have a date time next to let me show you. So since let's say we're gonna have April, let's say you wanna have May here. I wanna have like a hyphen. I wanna have hyphen, and then I need to have like the month and the day and the year. So I'm gonna do that. So just delete this. Let's go back in here. If you run the package, let's run the package without adding the date to it. Double click. We have to configure it now. But after before we configure it, we need to have a file full path here. The file full path, that means it's going to be the file path plus the file name here. So we have to create a new variable. We're going to call it a folder path. Here we're going to go to full folder path. That's a full folder path, and the data will be string. We're going to create an expression. We're gonna add. It's going to be the file path plus the month name. Click on this little dot here, and then, or what you can do, just you need to pin down the variables, and then click on this variable, the file folder path, and then click on the properties. This is gonna bring us the properties. Make sure you are selecting the right variable here. It's gonna be the file full path here, properties, and then you can scroll down to expression. Same way here. So what we have to do, we're going to drag and drop. So the file full path will be a folder path plus double quote backslash double quote plus the month's name here. We have the month's name here. So let's just execute this package to see what happens. And then we're going to set the evaluation expression is going to be true here. For the evaluation expression, so the evaluate as expression true. So now if you look, that's the folder path here, and we have the name, the month's name comes from the for each loop. We'll loop through all the file, all the name of the months here, and then that's the full folder path, which is folder path plus the file name. Back again, double click on file system task. We have to configure it. Now we're gonna correct it. We're gonna choose the create directory, and then is source path variable? Yes, it's variable. We're gonna select the file, the folder full path here, a folder full path. Click on it. Make sure you have used directory if exist. So now let's go back to the file. We got nothing here. Execute the package. Package has been successfully executed. See that we have all the folders. We have all the folders with the name of the year here. So let's add a date to it. So back to SSIS, and then how we're gonna create that? So how we're gonna add? So let's go back to variables. Pin it down, or you can if you don't have to pin it down. Just okay. So a file folder path here. Back again to the expression. Now we're gonna add next to the name. We're gonna add. Let's say I want to add plus double quote and add underscore, and then another double quote plus. So I'm gonna have a month's name plus the underscore here. So now I want to add the day. I want to add the month's name. I want to add the month number, which is today. The month is July. The current date is July. So you have to add plus, and then we have to get a get date. A date time. This is a get date here. Add a get date, but you try to evaluate it. It's going to give you some problem because you have to convert it from to string. So before the get date, we're going to add something called typecast. Let me show you. That's the typecast here. That's the 9 Unicode, but I want to have a Unicode. So that's the Unicode. We're going to have a DTSTR. The length we're going to have 50. The code page is going to be 1252. Let's just going to convert the datetime to string. Okay, so we're going to have a DTSTR, comma, we're going to have a 50 the length, and then we're going to have the code page will be 1252. Close parentheses, evaluate expression. You see that we have everything, but I don't want to have the datetime plus. I don't have the date plus the time. I just want to have the month. So what I'm going to do here, before get date, we can add a month, just month, and then open month. We're going to add month here, and then we're going to have open parentheses, and then at the end we're going to close the parentheses here. Evaluate expression, we have July, which is as of today, July, and then we just need to add another. Let's say I want to add another underscore, or I want to add no, I'm going to add a hyphen. So double quote, hyphen, double quote. Evaluate expression, we have the hyphen. Now we need to have the get date, but this time I want to have the date. I want to have the day. Just copy the entire expression here. Copy it and paste it. Change the month, add the day instead of the month here, day. Evaluate expressions. Okay, so we have to add plus here. See that? After the double quote for the hyphen, just add plus. So evaluate expression, we have the date now. Now we need to have the year. Plus, we need to have another hyphen. So double quote, hyphen, double quote, plus. And then paste this expression again. And then we're going to change the month to year. Evaluate it. See that we have the year now. So what are you going to do now? Click OK. We're all done now. And then make sure we don't have folders here. Let's just gonna so execute the package. Package has been successfully executed. Back again here. We have the month. That's the month that we want. We need to have April, let's say. And then this is my current date. This is the day that I'm doing the video. July 15, 2020. Thank you very much, guys, and have a nice day.